Language and Symbols Part 2. So mathematics vocabulary. So it's not just English that has vocabulary, or even science, or even social studies that have vocabulary. Mathematics have vocabulary also. We may not view them as such because they are the things. These are the things that we have been using and that we have been learning since we were in kindergarten or in elementary. So first is, these are some actually. I'm not putting everything. There are also some vocabularies that are also placed in your module. So plus or add. So we say 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 add 5 is 10. So in symbols, we write this way. Minus, subtract, or take away, which is using this symbol. So 6 minus 2 is 4. In symbols, we write it this way. Then subtract 5 is 5. And we write it this way. Or 9 take away 8 is 1. And this is how we write in symbols. And 8 take away 3 is 5. And this is how it is written in symbols. The third one is percent. 25% of 8 is 2. The unemployment rate in USA is 6%. Decimal point, and we use dot as a representation for decimal point. A number less than 1 that is written as one or more numbers after a decimal point. So we can have 10.1 or 4.345, and as an application also in our monetary denominations, the cents, the centavos, wala namang kaayo, it's not very commonly used. The centavos, diba, you cannot see anymore the 50 cents, 50 centavos, or the 25 cents, the 25 centavos. A few na lang, panagsara jud kayo na siya makita. But these are representation of after the decimal point. So kung naa kay 1.50, so you can have 1 and 50 cents, 1 and 50 hundredths. So if you're going to read it properly as how we are taught in elementary. Next is times or multiply. So these are basic vocabulary. 3 times 3 is 9. In symbol, it is written that way. And multiply 5 by 5. That gives us 25. And 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So this is how it is written. And divide 8 by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And this is it is how it is written in symbols. Equals or is. So when you are given a sentence and you are asked to write it in symbols, most of the time the equal symbol is represented by the word is. And 5 plus 5 equals 10. So this is the symbol. Or 3 times 3 is 9. So here the is symbol represents the equal symbol. Or the is word is represented by, or means equals. So let's try to see here. 10 blank 10 equals 20. So what do you think would be our answer? That would be 10 plus 10 equals 20. Number 2, 5 and 5 is 0. Would it be add, minus, or multiply? So 5 minus 5 is 0. Next, 20 blank by 5 is 4. So here, 20 by 5, take away, multiply, divide. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And the last number 3, blank 4 is 12. Is it times, add, and minus? So our answer is 3 times 4 is 12. So we were able to answer and apply the basic vocabulary concepts in math. So these are some additional vocabulary of mathematics. The 10 digits. So our digits, kung digits ganit single ra only one. So we start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. This the three digits, the three symbols here, the dots is called ellipsis, meaning na pa yung mga numbers or symbols in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yan ay mga symbols for operations and sets. That's these are the basic symbols for the operations. And this is union, this is intersection, null set, less than or greater than, no, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and we have the element of set. And there are still more of them that we can actually have and that you have used. Symbols that stand in for values, so we can have the some of the letters in the alphabet. Logic symbols, so these are the logic symbols, and the set notation. For the set notations, for real numbers, this is very specific for real numbers. This symbol, this letter N, means natural numbers. So I'll explain later. Natural numbers are also called as the counting numbers. So I'll explain later what are these when we reach that part. Z is the representation for integers. And R, that is the representation for real numbers. Q, that is the representation for irrational numbers. And C is complex numbers. So these are the Greek alphabet. These are very useful, especially when you will be going to higher math. Some of the symbols or most of the symbols here are used. So you may be familiar with pi, which we use in solving for the circumference and the area of a circle. The theta, which we use to represent angles. What else? Maybe you have also heard about alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So these are familiar words that are being used also by fraternity and sorority, but it comes from these are represented by the uh, or these are the Greek alphabet. Okay, so I will not explain, will not read also everything that are found here. Oh, something that caught my eye is the Omicron. So it's very kuano kay the latest kind of coronavirus is Omicron. So actually it's they make use of the Greek alphabet. So, kinsa pa to na patoy Delta nga Omicron sa naman ni siya. Abot na siya Omega. Abot sa Omega, humana unta, no? But anyway, we moved on to the next part. So the characteristics of mathematics language, it is precise, concise, and very powerful. So these are the definitions of the three words that describes the characteristics of mathematics language. So expressions versus sentences. So in English, sentences it is kanang kung ano kanang it must state a complete thought, nagid siya period. Expressions in English language, these are referred to as the phrases. So ang expression kini siya name given to mathematical object of interest. So these are, you can actually have the expressions taken from these and the sentences that is also coming from these. So as we go through along, we will be able to differentiate the two. And I think if you were very keen also in listening to your teachers in grade 7, this has been discussed, expressions and sentences, as early as grade 6. This is first introduced in grade 6. So So if you have questions, clarifications with any part of the discussion, drop your comments in the comment section below, or if not, you can always type your questions in our group chat. Thank you so much and have a good day.